All right, we're back with our ISTELive 22 coverage. I'm here with Tom from Construct3. It's great to meet you. How's the conference going?
It's going really well. It's great meeting lots of people from all over America, and we're absolutely loving our time in New Orleans at the moment. Having a great time.
I am too. I actually haven't been here in like 30 years. It's crazy, but tell us a little bit about what Construct3 is, how it's helping the field of education.
Yeah, sure. So Construct3 is a game engine that runs in the browser, which is our main selling point. So it'll run on Chromebooks, it'll run on Android devices, anything the students have, it will run on. And it lets students build games using blocks. So instead of syntactical programming, big, long, boring lines of code, it's block-based, and it's a much easier way to learn how to program. And on top of that, we also have a hybrid solution where you can actually add your first lines of JavaScript into the blocks themselves and transition all the way to writing full JavaScript code. So it's a great transition from students who are on Scratch and want to do something more and learn how to program in a sort of engaging environment where they're making games.
I guess my first follow-up question would be, having said that, I could see how this could be essentially for all ages, or is there a certain age range that you're targeting?
So Key Stage 5 is our sweet spot for education. But I've had emails from parents who are using it with their 5-year-old children, and the 5-year-old children will like make art and they'll scan it in and add it into a game. So it's a really nice thing to do with your child. But we also go all the way up to professional industry. We have professional game studios who exclusively use Construct3 to make games and distribute them. And we've also sold to NASA, which is great. And we hope they're not launching rockets with it. We don't think they are. But we've also sold to big game studios like Zynga and King. So we go from really young age, but the tool's very powerful and flexible, and it goes all the way up to professional industry.
You mentioned that basically it could be done on any device. I'm assuming it's web-based. How does that work?
Yeah, so it's all run, so you just visit a web page and use it. So although it runs in the browser, it functions much like traditional software, so it'll still work offline. And we get lots of users emailing us saying they forget they're in the browser when they're actually using it, because it feels so much like traditional software. So it's very easy to pick up and use. It's not like web software.
And what's the website?
The website is Construct.net, and from there's a link to have a free go at Construct3 and lots of demos and examples.
One of the themes, and maybe this is just because I scheduled my interviews really well, but one of the themes I'm picking up on some of the interviews that I've done and some of these EdTech companies seems to be that they're trying to be a one-stop shop. When you're explaining what Construct3 is to me and to the viewers and listeners, it seems kind of like a one-stop shop because it takes some coding skills with gaming and it becomes something that students can create and play, but you have those STEM-related coding skills with, some math. And am I getting that right?
Yeah. So I don't think we'd say we're a one-stop shop because we're not teachers. So we don't create course. We have very limited course materials on our website to download. But we have a partnership with a company called STEMfuse who are attending here on this booth today with us, and they actually build a lot of coursework and a lot of syllabus using Construct3 as a tool around it. So between us and STEMfuse, we have everything covered.
That's great. Teachers want to learn more. Where do they go? Who do they talk to? What do they do?
Well, if you're at the conference, come and say hello to us, of course. But if you visit our website, construct.net, we have lots of contact information. It'll be me or some other member of the team answering the emails. So feel free to drop us an email. Look on our website. We've got hundreds and thousands of tutorials and free downloads and to get you going.
One last question. You mentioned in terms of kind of the sweet spot, I think you said, in terms of the age range. How about, is this a tool that teachers can use with every student in their class? They want to target only certain students. How is this, ideally, how is it being used, or how are you seeing it being used?
Yeah, so the sweet spot is Key Stage 5. That's where we find that after Scratch, a lot of students will be using Scratch and want to do something else. So it's like a natural progression on from that. So that's the natural sweet spot for us. But it is suitable for all ages.
Tom, thank you so much. It's great to meet you. Construct3, Tom, go check it out. Coding, gaming, everything involved. Have your students have some fun with Construct3.